What up, what up? I'm on my way back to Garchen Buddhist Institute, somewhere I worked almost 4 years, and I have great views here. So I just wanted to make a video just because I feel like it's important, and so people don't have an excuse to be great, you know. I'm not saying I'm great, but I understood something about greatness, which is it's so simple to understand. People think it's so mythical, and people are making excuses. They want it to be mythical so that they have an excuse to not be great. And all greatness is hard work. People always say hard work and dedication, because I guess dedication means you're not just working hard, but you're working hard over a long period of time. Really, really hard over periods of months, but also working really hard over periods of years, even decades. That's all it is. Now, the reason it's hard, the reason it's like so many other things, which is simple to understand but hard to do, is simply because people don't want to do it over long periods of time. You know, people might work hard, really hard one day, but can they work really hard over a period of weeks and months and years? That's all it is. How many hours are you putting in? It's so simple to understand. Like, you have to get a lot out of it by working hard, but you also have to just do it many hours, and that's it. You have to put in a lot of time and then be focused while you're doing it. You're not just freaking haphazardly working. You're focused. Now, the reason why it's hard to do is because working hard over periods of time makes people lazy. They don't want to do it. And or they're just afraid, you know. So the hard part is just how do you trick yourself or inspire yourself to work hard over long periods of time on the days you don't want to do it. I can go a lot further with working hard. I admire so much people that wake up super early and they run. I love it, you know. I hope to be on that level sometime, and I'm working toward it, I think, at least mentally. So, working hard over a period of time. Now, Teddy Atlas, first of all, his book is ridiculously amazing. It's so amazing that if it was a movie, you wouldn't believe it, because it's so amazing and crazy. But I want to just bring up something he said. He said that Cus D'Amato's mentor, legendary boxing trainer Cus D'Amato, and of course Teddy Atlas is a legend as well, but his mentor Cus D'Amato said, the first sign of a professional is preparation. Now, what's preparation? When something's coming up for your work that you're going to have to perform, or you're going to have to present something like commentating. Teddy Atlas, even when he was commentating, you know, it's not life or death anymore. You're not the trainer anymore. Even with commentating, he said he was so scared that he had to work really hard, because it's almost like, I mean, Teddy Atlas is the most badass person ever, period. But seriously, but there's fear there, and Cus D'Amato taught him, I would assume, because he always brings up how Cus D'Amato says everyone's afraid. Boxers are always afraid, even though they seem so badass, and the trainers, and everyone's afraid. It's just use that fear to your advantage. I mean, that sounds like Vajrayana, where you're transforming things. So, what do? Teddy Atlas's case, he said that, from what I can gather from his book, he said that he would work really hard because he was so scared, and guess what? He's working harder than everyone else, but he's putting a higher standard on himself, working harder than everyone else, and he's still scared. Like, he just also wants to do a really good job. You know, he doesn't want to show people what's going on in the fight. He wants to be prepared to tell people why things are happening, and etc., and knowing in depth about the boxers, whatever. But it's funny, it's using fear and maybe insecurity too, because you don't feel like you're good enough, or you're going to be good enough unless you just work harder than everyone else. But guess what? That's all greatness is. Can you use fear and or insecurity to your advantage? Because Teddy Atlas, just to give you the example, what I can gather is that he would feel, oh my God, like, I might fuck up, I might fail, and I might have a moment where I look stupid up there, whatever. So he's using that to make him work hard. Like, fuck, I can't take today off. I have to work super long hours today to prepare, because what if I fuck up? So he's using fear and or insecurity, the fear of failure, to his advantage, and then he's now he's a legend. And no one's a legend. I mean, generally, no one's a legend at any job. No one's quote unquote successful, which implies work, generally, in this world. So it's like, no one's successful unless they work hard. That's it. And then over a sustained period of time, they become known as great because they've just worked hard all the time, Peace.